So welcome to the February 29th Thursday chat. We have a raffle coming up just momentarily, and meanwhile, Sharon Gouveia, you have an announcement.
Hi, everybody, and good afternoon to all my fellow travelers. I want to ask you not to put your Newbridge passports away yet. We just left Rio de Janeiro for the celebration of the Carnival, and in just 18 days, the Wind Down Travel Agency will be heading to Ireland. While Great Meadow Hall does not have the Blarney Stone, it does have an opportunity to get together with your friends, tell a few stories, and taste a pint or two. We ask you to join the festivities and wear something green. Mark your calendar, March 18th, 4 o'clock, Great Meadow Hall. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you. So we now come to the raffle.
Thank you, Jerry. And as all of you can see, I just got back from Rio de Janeiro, and I've been winding down all week. But here today, I'm in the executive conference room, raffle headquarters, with a few of the raffle team to broadcast our second raffle, our first official raffle that requires the purchase of a ticket. But I certainly hope that all the winners last week are still enjoying their ice cream sundaes. Today, as I said, is the first raffle to be held of three to be held over the next 3 weeks. Next Thursday, the 29th, and March 7th, well, today, Thursday, the 29th, March 7th next week, and the grand raffle on March 12th in Great Meadow Hall. But today, let me just describe what the 6 winners will receive as prizes if their lucky number is drawn. The first prize will be a Centro brunch for up to 6 people. The second prize will be a Newbridge life course given by the community life department. And the third prize will be a Newbridge trip and dinner, which will be provided by, again, Community Life. There'll be a dinner, which is part of Larissa's program she puts together every month. And you'll get the dinner for 2 will be paid for, and also the transportation to and from the restaurant in the Newbridge White Chariot. And we'll have a certificate for Bella Vita Salon. And the other fun prize we'll have, the 5th prize, will be Eileen's chef hat. And this is an original, and as I said last week, and I confirmed it, it will be washed and starched. And this will be a great item for your trophy case, or in my view, better still, to put in your china cabinet. It'd be fabulous. And the last prize, which is really, I find exciting, I described it last week, is the golden ticket. And the winner of that prize will be able to use it once in the month of March. And again, let me remind you, the golden ticket is, you simply present it to Debbie or Donna at the Central Restaurant, and you will be seated at a beautiful table, a special table, immediately, any night in the month of March. Present your ticket, you will be seated, it'll be specially adorned. You'll have incredible VIP service, and as I said last week, you'll be the envy of every diner in Central. Now, let's find out who these lucky residents are. And today we have the honor of Mark and Joe, who will be drawing the 6 winners. Mark, Joe, let's get to it. I'm trying to find out who they are.
Thanks, Paul.
This is for Paul. Which ticket is you drawing?
This is
Paul,
What?
announce which ticket it is for. Which ticket are they drawing?
This is for the The central brunch for up to 6 people, you and 5 guests.
Susan Neiman's.
Oh, Susan Neiman's, in case you didn't hear that.
We have the tickets.
Oh, yeah.
The next drawing will be for the Newbridge Life Course, compliments of Larissa.
Oh, jeez.
And the winner is Ron Silverstein.
Congratulations, Ron. The third winner will receive a Newbridge trip dinner for 2.
Okay. We got here Tony Shute and John O'Keefe. Cottage 35.
The, this is the trip.
That's the dinner.
The fourth winner will be for the Bella Vita Salon Certificate.
The winner is Larry Crone.
Congratulations, Larry. The fifth
Thank you.
winner will be for Eileen's chef hat.
Ted Raphael.
Congratulations,
You
Ted.
look cute in that hat.
And the last winner will be for the golden ticket. The first golden ticket awarded.
Want me to do? Jacoby, Tom and Rebecca Jacoby.
Tom and Rebecca Jacoby, congratulations. And again, that's a ticket to be used anytime in the month of March for on-demand seating, special seating at the Central Restaurant. Again, congratulations to all the winners. And remember, the residents who participated in and had the possibility of winning one of these prizes had already purchased a ticket. And they continue to be eligible in next week's raffle and in the grand raffle on March 12th. Next week's raffle will also have some great prizes. We'll have a bunch at a brunch at Nosh for the winner and 5 guests. We'll have a Newbridge course of your choice. We'll have a Tesla rounding for 4. And I understand, and it's the use of the campus Tesla for up to 4 hours. You simply have to make a I'm sorry, I've been corrected, 3 hours and you have.
4 people, 4 hours, 3 people.
I had that, yeah. Thanks, Benita. 4 hours, 3 people. Anywhere in Greater Boston, you just have to make a reservation. And then we have a dinner with Matt in the private dining room. And I think, you know that when you're having dinner with the boss, it's gonna be good. So that is a good prize. And again, we have a Bella Vita Salon Certificate. And we also have a golden ticket. This time, the winner will receive 2 uses of it in the month of April. Now that to me is a terrific package. And again, a reminder, the grand drawing will be held on March 12th in Great Meadow Hall, beginning at 7:15 p.m. And really, what a night that's going to be. we have our traditional grand prizes. We have the $500 rental credit as a third prize. We have a $1,500 rental credit as a second. And we have a $3,000 rental credit as the grand prize, and that's terrific. Plus, we're gonna have another golden ticket as an award, but this time it's for 3 uses in the month of May. Now, that's gonna be a terrific package in terms of the grand prize evening. Now, these drawings on the grand drawing night, which again is in Great Meadow Hall on March 12th, will be followed by some really fun entertainment. And there'll be a number of different types of performances. But, you know, one of the key ones is going to be the much anticipated inaugural performance of the Newbridge on the Charles Residence Chorus. Now that is going to be absolutely fantastic. So make sure you mark your calendars, and all of this fun is going to be followed by a blowout reception in Winter Garden. Compliments of Eileen and Josh and the culinary crowd. Now remember, to participate in all this fun, you need a ticket. And some of you, of course, have bought tickets, the ones that have participated in today's raffle. But if you haven't bought a ticket, don't worry. The Saints are still with you. There's still plenty of opportunity to get them. Our all-star ticket team, through rain or shine, are canvassing the campus just to make sure that every one of you residents has the opportunity to participate in the raffle, win prizes, and more importantly, support the Newbridge Scholarship Fund. So mark your calendars for these fun days. Make sure you get your tickets, and we'll see you all next Thursday for the second raffle during the Weiner Hour. Thank you, Jerry.
Well, thank you. That's quite something. So I don't have any other announcements from staff. I haven't heard from Eileen, Larissa. So we're on to you, Matt. Go ahead.
Wow, record time. So for starters, I want to say thank you to the scholarship committee for all the exceptional work that you're doing on behalf of our employees. It's really quite incredible. And for all of you that are engaged in making donations on behalf of the scholarships that go to our employees, thank you so much. Our employees have a choice of where they want to work, particularly in this environment and market. And for us to not only have the culture that we have here, but the ability to think beyond just employment and think about the future and what education means for their future, that is just truly incredible. And I don't think that it can be understated at all. So just a sincere thank you to this community for supporting this tremendous effort. This is, it's big. It's a huge piece of the fabric of who we are here, and it means a great deal. So thank you. I want to share some exciting news. Our very own Victor Furtado, Director of Security, is no longer the Director of Security. He has been promoted. Victor has been promoted to the Hebrew Senior Life Director of Security, Communication, and Emergency Services. Now, don't get nervous. Victor is still here with us 30 hours a week, overseeing operations here on the campus on a very high level. But he's going to be sharing his skills and expertise with some of the other HSL sites throughout the organization. For those of you that know Victor, this is so well deserved. He is a true master when it comes to medical services. And he really is, excuse me, he's really leading the way when it comes to emergency medical services and security in the greater Boston area. Involved a number of organizations. And he's truly reached the point where he's a thought leader in the space. And so HSL is leveraging the excellence of Victor. We'll continue to do the same here at Newbridge. But just a giant congratulations. At the same time, Victor will really be working on centralizing communication around HSL, particularly around security and emergency services. We'll partner with all the sites to ensure emergency preparedness efforts. It's just critically important.
Matt, you're breaking up.
Can everybody hear me? Thank you, Toby. Can
Yeah.
everyone hear me?
I hear you fine.
Thumbs up will do, okay. He'll be developing and implementing training across the enterprise, so everybody knows what to do in any given situation. That goes back to emergency preparedness. One of the things that many people don't realize about Victor is he is an absolute expert when it comes to technology, particularly security technology. So he's going to be helping us integrate the latest and the greatest technologies across HSL. And then one thing that we need to do a better job at in terms of an organization is collaborating from site to site. And so Victor will really help us with that collaboration. So now the next natural question is, okay, great, Victor's been promoted. So what happens to his current role? Well, this is where everyone's friend Will Kent is promoted to the Director of Security and Emergency Medical Services here at Newbridge. Will has been with us for many, many years, I think probably going on 13 or 14 years. And he has been Victor's protege, learning absolutely everything he can over all these years. And on the day-to-day, as it's been standing, Will has been running it and doing a phenomenal job. So we're incredibly excited to promote Will and give Will that opportunity. Lastly, Will moving up the ladder creates an opportunity in the operations lead role, and that role will be filled by Mike Liss. I think many of you probably know Mike as well. Another tremendous asset to the Newbridge campus. Will and Mike together are just an absolute dynamic duo. So big congratulations to Will and Mike. And Victor, not to put you on the spot, but if you're on the call and you want to share anything, that's entirely up to you.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Matt. I don't have to, I really don't need to go over what this community means to me. In the past 13 years, I never in a million years thought that a workplace, I didn't really understand what a community was until I joined Newbridge on the Charles. And, you know, I look at the people on this Zoom call, and your relationships mean the world to me. This community means the world to me, and I will forever be part of the Newbridge on the Charles community forever. You guys have made an indelible impression on me and have taught me so much throughout the years, and it has been a tremendous privilege and a tremendous honor to come here every day and, you know, interact with everybody and safeguard people and families and the school and this entire community. So thank you so very much. I do want to also say, and I'm sorry I was late. I wanted to talk I wanted to sort of talk about the security related thing in scams. So we are seeing an alarming trend in scams right now. And I literally just got off another meeting this afternoon about scams, because there's a broader range of victims in regards to age and demographics. It's really changing. It used to be just kind of seniors or older adults. Now it's broader. And secondly, the cash amounts of what people are being scammed out of are astronomical. It used to be in the hundreds. Now it's in the thousands. Like in Dedham alone, it ranged between $6,000 and $35,000. So I'm going to really take a deep dive into why this is at the next Tuesdays with Security. We've learned a lot about what the latest scams are doing. And I want to, you know, just to give you guys a brief snippet. I knew that artificial intelligence and voice cloning was going to be knocking at our doorstep. It's already here. And what the scammers are doing is they're literally using TikTok and social media platforms to clone voices and then reverse engineer family trees and sort of target their victims, very tactically. So Tuesdays with Security is a wonderful place for us to interact and learn together. And when it comes to social engineering, artificial intelligence, and this new wave of scams, my concise advice to you, to everyone in this community, is we have an amazing team that has been together for a long time. Ask questions. We are here for you. Ask questions. We are your friends. We are embedded with you. And we are here for you guys no matter what, in confidence and in transparency. Thank you again, Matt, and thank you again, Newbridge on the Charles. I love you guys so much.
Thanks, Victor. And I'll add to that just one thing. If something doesn't feel right, even if it's a tiny, tiny piece of you that doesn't feel right about it, stop right there. Verify. Trust with verification. These are becoming quite clever, these scams. So attend Tuesday with Security. I think you'll learn a lot, and keep your guard up. It's becoming quite interesting out there. The other thing I'm going to share is Victor is going to continue to report to me in his new role, and he will continue to be here primarily at Newbridge on the Charles. So I want to stop right there and see if the community has any questions.
Don't see anybody.
All right, let's continue on. I think at this point, everybody has noticed that the speed bumps in the garage were removed. And they were removed because we had a resident who had an accident. Fortunately, they're doing okay. But, it's a really hard thing as an executive director when everybody's complaining about speeding and dangers in a garage. You try to take mitigation measures to reduce that risk. And that just comes with the responsibility of being in charge of a community like this. And unfortunately, somebody did have an accident. So we removed the speed bumps. With that removal of the speed bumps comes a very, very sincere request to all of you that park your cars in the garage. Please go slow. Please obey the stop signs. Please obey the crosswalks. Please pay attention. There's so much going on in that space that if our mitigation measures, can't slow people down, we're going to have you do it, because no matter what we're doing down there just seems to be inherent danger. So please just be careful.
We have a couple of questions. One from Sid Josephi and then Mitch Freeman.
Hi.
I said,
Something happened a couple weeks ago. I've spoken with security about it, but I think that the residents should know. I'm a big proponent of anyone that walks at night anywhere should have a reflective vest or armband or something, not just a headlight, something that can be seen from all sides of you. And because I try to walk down to all the programs at night and walk back, I did get a vest, but I forgot to wear it one night. And I didn't want to come back for it. I just said, I've been here for over 4 years and there hasn't been a problem. I'll just stick on the sidewalks and I'll watch that no cars are coming. And I got down to the three-way from the cottages. I got down to the three-way stop sign and I crossed the street to go towards Rashi. And I had looked both ways. And as soon as I stepped on the sidewalk on the other side of the street, a car came screaming up from the villas and, the front of the 5,000 building, did not slow down at all for the stop signs, absolutely raced through it, skidded around the corner. And if I had been 10 seconds slower, then there would have been a big problem there. Security did look at it, at the film, and said that it was a delivery service from off campus, but couldn't get the license plate. So for those of you that walk at night, keep doing it. Please wear something reflective, not just a headlight that helps you, but it can be seen from the front of you. And be very, very careful because there are very crazy people that don't think of anyone else except themselves.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks. Go ahead, Mitch. Then we have one more.
All right. Going on Vic's talk, I read in the Dedham Times that there was 3 granny scams in 1 week in Dedham, 18,000, 30,000, and I forget what it was. These people went to the bank. The bank said it could be a scam. Bank manager told the woman it was a scam. These scammers had her so intimidated, they told her if she told anybody, it would make more problems for her grandson and everything. So she lost that 30 grand. The bottom line is no state agencies, no police department, no courts want money in cash. They want checks, they'll take credit cards. No cash. That's the tip off if it's a scam. So that's the bottom line. On these calls, they're going after bigger money and they're getting it. And so you gotta if they want cash or cards, gift cards, it's a scam. Thank you.
Thank you, Mitch. That's very helpful.
Go ahead, Sandy.
Just what Sid was talking about has been a problem that I've raised with Victor a couple of times before. In fact, just recently, if you the crosswalk from the Villa to Rashi is deadly. People are walking across there without looking, but more importantly, cars are just not looking when they don't stop at the stop sign and they just zoom right through. And I've suggested what needs to be there is a speed bump. Slow them down because people are going to be killed. And I know a number of people have already been injured. So please do something.
Thank you, Sandy. Any other questions or feedback before we move on?
We have Bob Weinstein.
Matt,
Hey, Bob.
hi. The people do not see the stop signs on the floor. When you drive, so if you took, the entrance to, I guess it's the South North building, if you took and stuck a real stop sign out onto the throughway, put a sign attached to the pillar that's there, and have a real sign sticking out into where people drive, people would slow down.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion.
Thank you. I know that security, Bob, has been looking at the location of stop signs and potentially stop signs that are in the middle of the lanes. Because
Well, it would stick out from the pillar. The
Yeah.
post is there, and it would stick out right on where your eye level, right in front of you. You couldn't miss it.
they also make, what I'm getting at is they also make pedestal ones that are traffic calming. And they're traffic calming because you've now split the lane. So you make a car have to stay to the side of it and pay attention to it. So we're exploring a couple different options outside of speed bumps as well. And Sandy, I truly appreciate your comment as well. This is something in particular that we have to really start working with the Rashi parents with in a big way. 3 o'clock, it might as well be the Daytona 500. So, this is one of those things that keeps me up at night.
Okay, but Matt, the Rashi parents are not coming around the corner and heading toward the main building. They're going straight into the Rashi. I'm talking about cars that are coming around the corner, not stopping there and zooming. And so they're going right across the crosswalk. So it's slightly different, but I appreciate your comment.
No, and thank you for the clarification.
Matt, could a Dedham policeman stay there at that time? Can you get the Dedham police or have anybody stand there to regulate traffic?
Victor wants to, I think, Matt, add something about this.
Yeah, so going to the garage, thank you so much, Matt.
Thank you.
We will have the new stop signs in between the lanes by Tuesday. So I just got the notification that 3 of them will be in there. So we're going to take a look at that. Dedham Police is still spending a lot of time on the campus. They were here actually walking the campus today. But they are really spending a lot of time, and I've asked them to keep an eye out on that. We are also looking at creatively getting those solar powered CCTV cameras in that area. That area and a couple of other areas I'm really working hard at trying to get these proposals in and finding creative ways of implementing them without like putting a burden on our current plans. So, and you know, if you know, I'm fully prepared to have officers get the speed guns and take a look at it too. But I think the cameras will be able to identify and send the message to the controllables, which are our employees, that we are paying attention. We are paying very close attention.
We're developing more interest in hands up. Go ahead, Anna Marcus.
I don't think people are paying attention to the solar things that tell the speed. They're just going past quickly.
Thank you, Anna.
And Sid Giuseppe, and then Barbara.
I've seen it be very effective to have stop signs that have the flashing lights or on the rim around the word stop.
You know, I'm just going to remind everybody, this has been a problem that has existed since Newbridge has existed.
Mhm.
And the problem with all of these mitigation measures, and they all fall victim to it, is that they become noise in the background. And so it starts with us, meaning management and residents and employees and Rashi, and to really do a very large campaign that focuses on the importance of not speeding on this campus and what the impact of speeding on this campus could potentially do to you, somebody else. And so I've been having conversations with Will in his new role about how do we move forward with this? Because we can put all the mitigation measures in the world out there, which is what we've been trying to do for 14 years. And it might work for a little bit. But at some point, my concern is that it does become noise. So now we need to direct and affect the behavior directly. That's what I believe has to be done. So
Barbara,
that means if employees are speeding, we find out. And, you know, we take measures to hold them accountable for it. You know, and the same goes for residents, and we have to connect with the Rashi school and make sure they understand what the name of the game is. And delivery drivers when they come on this campus. And the list goes on and on, but it's going to require a long, concerted effort where we do not, and pun intended, take our foot off the gas.
Barbara Nadich.
Actually, I have two things for Vic. Number one, given the present climate of anti-Semitism in various Jewish communities being hit, are there any unforeseen or not visible type precautions that you and the Dedham police are taking?
So the Dedham police and any security or law enforcement professional, including CJP, we are reading reports from the Fusion Center. They're coming out more regularly. And basically what a Fusion Center is, it's two or more intelligence agencies in a control room in Boston that take in all this information and direct it to all professionals for situational awareness. So we are sort of keeping track of data as far as bomb threats, something called swatting, doxing, all of these sort of security threats that will derail us if I get into what they are. But our situational awareness, situational reports are really something that we're reviewing, and we're actually, the Boston Regional Incident Command Center is holding quarterly meetings where professionals sort of talk about changing trends in anti-Semitism and this pro-Palestinian stuff that we're seeing. So, you know, this is not a time to be nervous. This is not a time to panic. It's just a time of collective vigilance and see something, say something, you know. Keep the communication going. Barbara, I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, no, I asked that primarily for the community in the sense of,
I do want
know.
to say one thing. Our security team noticed a drone, an unauthorized drone at the Rashi school. This was a few months back. And the very next day, Boston Regional Incident Command and the Fusion Center sent out their situational awareness report, and that was in there. So like being a emergency manager for a practitioner for 23 plus years, I am really, really proud of how we continue to evolve and just continue to improve and enhance our communication and coordination.
Thank you. The other thing is, and I'm guilty of it myself, the speed things that you have coming and going. Keeping a car down to 15 is pretty close to impossible. Even if you have your foot off the gas, once you come around the corner, you have to give the car a little bit of gas, otherwise the car is not going to go up the hill. It's as simple as that. I don't know, and I've spoken to Matt about this too. Is there a logical reason other than, well, if you put it up to 20, it'll go 25? Stop me.
Barbara, this is the human condition. You put 15 and people are going to go 30. And you know, when I look at video, I've seen people like we recently saw a car hit a deer. I felt so bad for the deer. But if they were going 20, that deer wouldn't have gotten hit. So we do have a speeding problem. And Matt is absolutely correct. It's been long lasting. It's just grown with all the, you know, the things that come along with being a vibrant community. We're going to work on the campaign. I know Will and Mike are already coming up with ideas. We're going to continue to communicate with Dedham Police. We got the radars. We don't have the cameras yet, but the cameras in the radars, that's combined. That's a great accountability tool because, you know, number one, I'll tell you as a practitioner, anytime you try to hold somebody accountable, they say it wasn't me. But
oh, I know.
I'm guilty. It becomes a lot easier when you.
I think we're gonna stop here. We really covered this subject, and
Yep, we have indeed.
now. Go ahead, Matt.
Thank you. I want to let the community know we had our first master planning landscape session with the designers and architects last week. And it was just really a getting to know you and them laying out essentially what their thoughts were and mapping the campus. And as they mapped the campus, they were actually talking about foot traffic and where it intersects with vehicle traffic and where the risks lie and all that kind of stuff. And I share that just because the level of detail that they went into and what they were going to be looking at on this campus was incredible. I was truly blown away. They are incredibly thoughtful, incredibly experienced, and asking all the right questions. It was a group of people, and this hasn't happened in a while with a contractor, that I walked out of the room and truly felt refreshed, like we're working with the right people. So as this process continues to go, and I'm not quite sure what that process looks like yet, because they're guiding us through this as they've gone through this with quite a few different communities across the greater Boston area. We'll be in touch, but I wanted to share my optimism and my excitement for beginning this project because I walked away very impressed, and I don't do that too easily. I wish I did, but I'm a little bit pessimistic when it comes to that kind of stuff. So, but I'm excited about it. So I hope the community is as well. Lastly, I just wanted to talk about Copper Beach for a minute. When Copper Beach was opened up, the idea was if you were single, you could walk in. If you were with a couple people, you could walk in and you could just sit down and enjoy. And we have a good handful of people that are single in this community. And when they walk in that room, I just want to remind you that it is very special to open your heart and invite somebody to sit down and have a meal with you. Not only might it make a difference in building a relationship with somebody, but it makes them feel part of this community, which is what we're supposed to be all about. With that, we do have a community table in Copper Beach. But I'm just asking you all just to remember, like, we have all got our friends and we all have the people that we love to see and connect with. But the more that we connect with each other, truly the greater this community can become. So I challenge you all to open up your arms and your hearts and just invite everybody.
Okay, we'll take Carol Klingon and then Larissa, and I think maybe we'll wind up today. Go ahead, Carol. Well, I don't see you. Go ahead, Larissa.
Yeah, I also actually have a challenge for you guys. So tomorrow is the beginning of the month, and it means that I'm ready to send out our monthly programming highlights. I was waiting for our chat to come to the end, and as soon as we leave this chat, I'm gonna send out our programming highlights. So I see that we have 102 people attending this chat. So I'm expecting to see 102 clicks for you to check what's gonna happen in the community next month. Are you ready for the challenge? I'm done.
Okay. Anything more with you, Matt?
No, that's it. Thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Oh, that's somebody raising their hand. Sandy, I guess not. Okay. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.
Thank you.